Hey everybody, so we're back and we're cooking with Bereisheet 129. So we're making some sort of like an orange chicken, but we're going to be using the mushrooms I did the pre-prep, which is the kingpin mushrooms. So let's get started. So let me turn you guys, let's see, like we did last time. There we go. Can you guys see? Yep, that's better. So went ahead and chopped up all of these. And we're going to start off with our milk. That's a cup of milk, half a cup of flour, got some nutritional yeast. We have salt, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, a pinch of turmeric in there. And mix it all up. So this is the batter that we're going to put our chicken chunks in. And what I did this time, I went ahead and pre-made some so you guys can see all the way to the end instead of us waiting for these to cook. So basically you coat them all and you let it sit for about 5 minutes so that they can all get coated. Then you put it on a baking sheet. One of them tried to hide. Put it on a baking sheet and put it in your oven for 350 degrees for about 25, 30 minutes. So we're going to set that to the side. I took some off of the sheet, so we have some here that's already been done. So when those get done baking, turn it up this way just a little bit. So then we're going to make our sort of like sauce that goes on it, the orange sauce. So we have agave, and actually we have our agave, and I'm actually gonna put this in a pot. I'm gonna put it in a pot. It'll be a lot easier because you're gonna put cornstarch and water, which makes this bigger. So we're not gonna put it in the blender. We're just gonna put it in a pot. So that's our coconut anemos, our agave that's going in. Then we put our orange juice in there. Put our garlic in there. Put our rice vinegar in there. Our orange zest in there. Okay. Mix that up. Then we're going to put it on high on the stove, and it'll get bigger. So it's going to get thicker once we put the cornstarch with water in there. So, don't know where everybody is today. So when it's done cooking, we will go ahead and make our plate. So our plate here. If you have any questions, go ahead and blurt it out. So it's starting to get thick. So we mix this, because a lot of the cornstarch goes to the bottom. It becomes like a cornstarch slurry. And that's what makes it thicker. So I put some rice and I steamed me some kale. I did cabbage before, but I had a whole bunch of kale. And see how thick the sauce is? That's because of this cornstarch that we put in there. So after that, you drop these in. Mix it around and around and around. And you could, instead of baking them, you could fry them. But I try to stay away from too much oil. So I went ahead and bake them instead. But you can fry these if that's what you choose to do. You just mix them around and around, and you can use, some people use tofu for this. I can't digest tofu, so I don't use any tofu. You will never see me cook with tofu because my system just cannot take it. So I find alternatives through mushrooms and different stuff that my system can break down. And there are a lot of us out there that cannot break that down. So Bereisheet is definitely an option if you cannot break down tofu or anything like that. And then you sprinkle. So you can make some sesame orange chicken or just regular orange chicken. And that's pretty much it. What do you guys think? Think you can do this dish at home? Well, I just showed you how. So give us some input once you give it a try at home so we know whether you liked it, whether you didn't like it, if it worked, if it didn't. But it's really that simple. So we'll see you next week on another Meatless Monday in May. Talk to you later. Shalom.